All right, back with another pair of Lowheat. This box was not tampered with. I just had to restart the video. A little camera malfunction. See, fresh opening. This is some old Lowheat. So if you're clicking on this, I appreciate you for clicking, watching. Thank you, because I know this video is probably not going to get a lot of views. Please subscribe. It takes a second. It's free. Boom, you did it. And I appreciate it. We unbox Lowheat mostly, but sometimes we get some high heat in. Sometimes we do some wear reviews. So please do that. Anyways, this is Restock Lowheat. This is the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG in University Gold and Light Bordeaux, aka the Air Jordan 1 Brotherhoods. They came out, I think, early last year, 2022, February, I think. End of February last year, and they recently had a restock on the Nike website, and my lady really liked these. Didn't cop them when they initially came out. You know, we were buying shoes heavy back then, so she was trying to just, you know, pick and choose, and she's always wanted these since. So when I saw they were restocking, I sent her the link, and she pulled the trigger. Couldn't resist. So let's take a look at these. Now, I didn't get scooped these because these weren't my bag, and to me they looked awfully similar to these, which I liked better. I liked the brighter colors, and my lady also liked these. I got us a pair during Christmas. We haven't worn them yet, but I preferred these. She also likes these, but in addition to those, she likes these. So I didn't like these as much. And again, they're very similar to these Sunset Fusion. I forget what these were called. But let's take a look at these. Maybe I'll like them better in hand. Okay. A little bit more faded, a little bit more matte. Right away, some quality control, some light gum, but that's okay. When you're like gluing together the outsole to leather, there's just a lot of glue that's involved, and you know, it's not the end of the world. That will come off or not be noticed. But yeah, these, it's kind of like a there's no sprayed on polyurethane finish over these. It's got tumbled leather on the top, pretty soft. Usually means decent quality. Not always. Sometimes it's just thin, but this is pretty decent quality. Yeah, these are nice. Different type of, it's not the nylon ankle collar. It's this cloth, almost terry cloth ankle collar. Kind of maybe like a nod to a varsity jacket. So these are called the Brotherhoods because during Michael Jordan's time at UNC, University of North Carolina, the Tar Heels, he was part of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, which is historically a African-American fraternity, and he was part of them. And so this is a nod to his days in that fraternity, their colors. Gotta admit, I'm not well versed in my fraternity knowledge, even though I did attend a big university. I did live on frat row 1 year, but not in a frat, just in an apartment. But yeah. The girlfriend, though, she was in a sorority, so maybe that's the affinity, the Greek system here. So yeah, that's what this is a nod to, and it is interesting that generally Jordans, they have this type of lining to the ankle, and just this synthetic synthetic polyester or whatever that is material, and these do not have that. So kind of your classic symmetrical toe color blocking, where the toe cap color matches the heel. White leather on the mid panel. This gold outsole, which I kind of like. I like that. I'm just not a huge light Bordeaux fan with this gold. This just isn't me as much as my colors. But of course, I love Jordan 1s. And I do like this kind of mix up of materials on the inside here. This terry cloth ankle collar, this ankle liner. Stock laces are the Bordeaux color. You have the gold insole, And then the tongue, there's the tongue for you. But I like the mix of laces. I kind of dig in the gold laces if I were to rock these. So yeah, overall, like these. Kind of, it's weird when a shoe has like a little bit of a story, right? But they don't lean into it too hard, you know? They call these the Brotherhoods. And I don't know if that was even listed on the official Nike website and Jordan website, or the sneakers, that this was a nod to his fraternity. I forgot if it was, but it's just like weird how they don't lean more into it. Maybe there's more rights involved, or they don't want to get bogged down in too much stuff, but it just seems like a half measure. When if you're gonna do a little bit of storytelling, why don't just lean in a little bit harder, you know? Let the people know, instead of just like, ooh, new colorway. So, and they have to do the research on their own. But yeah, these, if you're interested in these, they're going for mainly under retail. Now, if you do the buy now price on like StockX or wherever you go, Goat, eBay, fees and stuff might push you over retail a little bit. I don't know. These were $170 plus your taxes and shipping. I don't know. If you're in a state like me in California, you know, you're probably paying close to $200 retail. So if you buy on one of those resale platforms, the listing price is under $170, but fees and stuff, who knows? Maybe you get it around $195. If you put in an offer and it's accepted, you might actually get these for under retail. So check around, check your prices if you're interested. Pretty affordable if you like these. Pretty affordable in most sizes. I think maybe the smaller sizes are a little bit more sold out in these. These do seem to have a, you know, a colorway that might be more appealing to the ladies, but sizing is for everyone. So, and the colors for everyone. Just depends on what you like, what you don't like. So always a Jordan 1 for me is typically like, that's a baseline. Jordan 1 Retro High OG is generally baseline, like that gets an 8. I really don't mess with this colorway as much. Now, don't get me wrong. I could get a fit off in these. They won't look, this is not a bad colorway. Just not my cup of tea. So I think I'm going to give it like some small minus points for the colorway. And we're going to knock this down to like a 7. Maybe even a 6.9. Now, if these were gifted to me, by someone, I would totally wear these. I'd find an occasion and times to wear these. Maybe I'd just make these everyday beaters, you know, wear them a ton and beat them up. But I would totally rock them. Don't get me wrong. So that's why it gets the 7 nod, or maybe even high 6s. You know, that's a wearable shoe. That's a decent shoe. Just for me, the colorway is not it. But I would love to hear from you. What do you think of the colorway? I know the lady loves these, loves this colorway. A little miscoloring there. She loves them. I would like to know who all copped them out there, if you happen to be watching this video, and those of you who are just now, a year after their release, considering buying these. Obviously, if you're considering buying them, you like them, but, you know, what do you like about them? I assume the colorway. But yeah, I would be interested to know. And what laces are you rocking with these? I'm going with the gold. That's what I would go with. So yeah, she was stoked she was able to cop these on the restock for retail. Yeah, Jordan 1's falling off a little bit. I don't think they're like falling off in like popularity. Just they've come out with the supply's high. You know, supply is very high. Demand is probably somewhat the same, or just people have their pairs of Jordan 1s, you know, the economy, people's kind of maxed out on their shoe buying collection and space and money. So I think people still really mess with Jordan 1s. It's a classic shoe. How can you not like it? I just think some of the buying has cooled off, so that's the reason for that. This was maybe kind of like the beginning of the downturn. I feel like last year, the beginning of the year, I feel like that was kind of the start. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit me in the comments, do all the stuff. Peace.